Welcome back. The White House has announced that President Trump is pardoning a long list of political allies who were part of his effort to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Rudy Giuliani, who was Trump's lawyer during the 2020 election fight, is among the 77 people who are receiving full, complete, and unconditional pardons. The list also includes former Trump attorneys Sidney Powell, John Eastman, Kenneth Chesebro, and Jenna Ellis, as well as former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and former Assistant Attorney General Jeffrey Clark. The move is largely symbolic. None of the pardoned people have been convicted of any federal crimes. NBC News senior justice reporter Reilly joins me now to talk more about this. So, Ryan, if none of these people have been pardoned, have been convicted of a federal crime, what's the purpose of these pardons?
I mean, I think you nailed it up top. It's symbolic because there was zero chance that any of these people were going to be charged with federal crimes in the first place, given the fact that the statute of limitations expires very shortly. You know, 5-year anniversary of January 6th is coming up. The election took place 5 years ago, so the statute is running out very quickly. And so this really is largely a symbolic factor. But overall, the way that the Trump and his allies have completely changed the narrative on January 6th over the past 5 years is kind of remarkable, and I think that fits into this effort. Remember, 5 years ago, you had all of these corporations lining up saying that we're not going to donate money to anyone who voted to overturn the free results of the 2020 election and voted to install Donald Trump as president over the will of the American people. And now we're in a much, much different place where you have a number of corporations who are, of course, donating towards the ballroom, for example, and trying to find their make their bid to the White House. So I think that you've got to sort of look at that in the broader context of this effort to erase what happened on January 6th and retell a different story about what happened that day.
A federal judge did find Giuliani, though, to be in contempt of court in connection with his defamation case. Does this pardon have any impact on that?
No, because that was involved litigation that was between private parties. This only really applies to federal criminal charges, and because the statute of limitations is expiring, and the fact that there are 18 people who would next be in the line of succession for president who would never bring any charges against these individuals, there really isn't much of a reason for it other than sort of holding them out as either victims or heroes, depending on how you look at it. And remember, there are all these efforts to perhaps reimburse individuals who attacked police officers on January 6th with taxpayer dollars. So it really fits into this broader narrative that the Trump administration is trying to create about January 6th.
Okay. Brian Reilly, thank you for that.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.